my name is Brittany and welcome back to this week's video to help you on your journey to English mastery. Do you ever find yourself asking speakers to repeat themselves more than once and then just pretending that you understood what they said? Do you ever feel more nervous when speaking to a native English speaker in fear that they won't understand you or that they'll be judging your mistakes? This week, our focus will be on understanding native English speakers, staying calm and not feeling so overwhelmed during conversations, and building our overall confidence when speaking. What are some effective ways to reduce my native accent? Reducing your native accent takes time and a lot of consistent practice, but it is achievable. The goal isn't to erase your identity, it's about making your speech clearer and just a lot easier to understand in English. Focus on how you say things, not just what you say. Work on vowel and consonant sounds that don't exist in your own native language. Ending sounds, for example, walked, not just walk. And really think about your word stress and rhythm. The shadowing technique is a highly effective method for helping to reduce accents. Pick a short clip around 60 seconds long of a native speaker. This can be from a YouTube video, a podcast, TED Talks, anything that you want. Listen to this clip once, then play the clip again and speak at the same time as the speaker, trying to match their pronunciation, the rise and fall in their voice, and the rhythm and speed. Do this daily. Record yourself and listen back so you can clearly hear any words or sounds that you need to work on. Recording yourself regularly can be really helpful, even if it makes you cringe a little bit at first. You can also read a paragraph or a script out loud in English. Again, record yourself and listen back, comparing yourself to the native speaker. English is a stress-timed language. This means some syllables are stressed louder and longer, and others are a lot more reduced. This can help you sound more like a native English speaker. Some examples include, what do you mean? I did call you. I do not want to go. Let me know in the comments which word you think is stressed in each of these sentences. How can I train myself to understand native English speakers better? My biggest tip for this is to listen to real English every single day. Expose yourself to natural English as much as possible. I always advise all my students to immerse themselves in the English language. So whether that's watching TV shows, movies, or YouTube channels in English. Podcasts and audiobooks read by native speakers are also really useful if that's something that you'd prefer. But make sure that you choose topics that you are actually interested in and enjoy to help you stay motivated. If you're watching videos in English, then start having the subtitles at the bottom to help you understand vocabulary and slang, and then gradually remove these. You can always pause and rewind when needed if you miss anything. This really helps your brain match the spoken and written English. Native speakers often link words and drop sounds. This makes it a lot harder to understand, but practice listening for these changes in speech and then try to repeat and copy them. Often we don't understand native speakers, but not because they speak too fast, but because they use a lot of informal or idiomatic phrases. Some examples include, I'm gonna head out, which means I'm going to leave. That's nuts. also meaning that is crazy. And no worries, which just means that's okay, don't worry about it. Keep a personal slang journal. This can be really helpful to build up your informal vocabulary. At first, it's normal to feel quite frustrated, but with daily practice, your ears will naturally tune in to natural English speech, and you will soon find yourself being able to understand native speakers a lot better, which will then in turn improve your conversation skills as well. How can I build my confidence when speaking with native speakers? Building confidence when speaking with native English speakers doesn't mean having perfect grammar or even perfect pronunciation. Confidence comes from practice, mindset, and small wins that show you can communicate clearly and naturally. Firstly, you need to shift your mindset and remember that mistakes are normal. Native speakers don't expect perfect English, and most of them will really appreciate your effort and focus on communication. Confidence comes from accepting that mistakes are just a part of learning. Set yourself small, achievable speaking goals. Instead of, I want to become more fluent, try something more specific. I want to introduce myself confidently, or I want to ask for help in English without feeling nervous, or I want to be able to join in a 5-minute conversation. So practice speaking in safe environments. Start in a low pressure place, like talking to yourself in English at home, recording yourself speaking and listening back, or just practicing with family and friends. The more you speak, the less fear that you will feel. Find native speakers to have a conversation with, such as English tutors online who are specially trained to help learners, English speaking friends, and there are also a lot of conversational groups online and meetups. Don't ever feel bad about asking native speakers to repeat themselves or speak more slowly or to explain a phrase. Repeat common situations until you feel comfortable. So prepare and rehearse in advance, such as introducing yourself, asking and answering simple questions, ordering food, and asking for help and practicing some small talk. These are all real-world conversations that you'll use the most. Getting really good at them builds confidence fast. So after struggling to understand native English speakers and feeling nervous during a lot of conversations, I suggested to a group of my students that they should start practicing daily listening using short videos and repeating after the native speaker. The group listened to one another and they offered constructive feedback on areas where they thought each other could really improve. They then began with some simple role plays to build their confidence, such as pretending to order food and develop their conversational skills. Over time, the group of students relaxed. They stopped feeling so overwhelmed and they began joining in group conversations with confidence. Now they speak clearly and comfortably with native speakers and they actually really enjoy it. Thank you so much for watching this video today. I really hope that you have taken some useful ideas and that they all help in increasing your listening, speaking, and confidence when you are communicating with native speakers. Bye for now, and I will see you in the next video.